And one of the ways that our CRM is different is that it has a gamification feature called Prospect Points. Prospect Points is a game and an analytics reporting feature that creates points for both the prospect and the salesperson. The points for the prospect are called quality points, and these are added or deducted depending on what the prospects you're reaching out to and interacting with do. And then there are also pursuit points, which are points that the salesperson that's reaching out to the prospect will accrue when they perform different sales activities. Now, some of these points are automatically generated when emails are sent out, because when prospects open your emails and click on links, quality points are added. When a salesperson sends emails through the CRM to the prospect, pursuit points are added, and this allows you to see this visual representation of what's going on with the prospect and with the salesperson. So some of this data is collected automatically with the salesperson not having to do anything. But certainly as the salesperson interacts with the prospect during phone conversations or in meetings, there are details that can be logged and added, and more data and points that can be added to the system. And the place that you can do that is this button here that says Prospect Points. The best practice would be after every call you make, after every meeting you have, the very next thing you do is you come to your contact and you click on Prospect Points. This button and this page is similar to what you would see in other CRMs, where the button usually says log a call. And when you click log a call, there's usually an open text field for the salesperson to type out all the details of that call. Now, this is going to be better than that for a few reasons. First of all, there's many different types of interactions that you would want to log in addition to calls. You should log the meetings you have. What we've done is we've broken out most of the main different interaction types you can have with prospects. And in each of these categories, we've done the job of listing out the most common things that happen in that type of interaction. You called them, they answered your call. And what you can do is you can select what happened without having to type any of your notes. And depending on what you select, we add or deduct quality and pursuit points. And we've also gone on to provide pre-populated lists of what might happen during that interaction in terms of the information you gather, how the prospect interacts with you, the different objections that they might say, and how the interaction might have ended. You can certainly add any additional notes that weren't in the pre-populated list, and if there's any follow-up required, such as another follow-up call or another meeting, you can easily schedule that with just a couple clicks. Now, what I just showed you is extremely powerful because in just a matter of seconds, we logged tremendous amount of detail of what happened in that interaction. All of those details are going to be logged as a note in the activity history of that contact. We logged all these details without even typing anything. So you're able to capture all the most important details of all the different interactions very quickly. Our points have updated, continuing to add to the picture for what's going on with this lead that we're trying to sell to. And for sales management, all of this data is being put into a central place where you're able to run a report on all these different details for all of your different salespeople and see how often certain objections are coming up and see exactly what's going on across the sales team. In addition to logging that history, we also very quickly scheduled a follow-up task for us, which is going to be on our task list to call them back next week. Now, if you're looking at that and you're saying, that's interesting, but I don't know if my salespeople are going to stay on top of using that feature and inputting that data, the way that you can roll this out is that you can roll it out as a game. The game is called Prospect Points. And the salespeople will be motivated to log details of their different interactions with prospects and stay on top of that, because when they do that, they are going to be accruing pursuit points for themselves. And the pursuit points are a way for them to communicate to management that they're working hard and that they're performing sales activities, because in a normal sales organization, the main way that they're able to communicate that is by generating leads and closing deals. But there is a lot of activity and effort put in between those events. And this is a way for salespeople to communicate to management what they're doing each day and that they are working hard. For the salesperson, they can easily see the effort they're putting in every day, and this can help them to have a feeling of accomplishment and increase and maintain their level of motivation. The salesperson will also be able to see how they rank against their peers in terms of the quality points and pursuit points. And this is another way that you can use pursuit points to gamify selling and increase motivation across the sales team. The quality points data can also make it much more clear what prospects you or the salesperson should spend their valuable time pursuing. For example, I have a list here of 4,000 people that have attended webinars. Now, you could assume that since all of these contacts attended webinars, these are all good leads that we should spend time calling. But when you incorporate the quality point data, you will see that that's not the case. If I go to the bottom of the list, these are prospects that attended a webinar, but they have 0 quality points. Without the quality points data, we might spend our valuable time calling these people because they attended a webinar. But these are not good leads, and we should not invest time in these leads, and we are able to make that decision because of the quality points data.